What up, guys? This is just a quick video on basically how I like to do things when it comes to Transformers. I have my own style on how to do things. I like to use Generation 2 Megatron that I have customized right there. Looks pretty good. I like to use him as a sled, or like, I always felt Megatron should be, you know, after he's taken over a city or whatnot, he's rolling into town and he'd have like various Decepticons around him and stuff. This is a Metroplex gun. I painted it black. On this side we have a cannon. This is a Metroplex gun as well. This cannon goes to Megatron. I had Generation 2 Megatron. I had cut it off. This is actually Megastorm. This is actually the Japanese release, painted. As you can see, you guys have seen this Megatron before in my other review. I used this gun to put on the back, which I'll transform in a sec. But yeah, that's basically it. I always felt like he needed like to be, you know, like Serpentor. Serpentor had his air sled. And there's Generation 2. I use this for the trailer for my Classics Prime. Seems to work pretty well. Get a top shot there. But yeah.
And this is what he looks like in his tank form. I retain all of the power that I had earlier. But now in tank form, isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, the cannon's kind of free floating. Just comes right out. I had to cut it off. I did this in '94. Did this at my mom's house because I was bored one day. I kept the toy ever since. Well, actually, I kept the gun. I just reconfigured a Generation 2 one in a Beast Wars 2nd, the Japanese one. You can see. It's got the rub sign. See, it's got the the Predacon symbol. I get so confused. It's got the Predacon symbol. Yeah. So this is a Megastorm. When I mount Megatron on top,
I consider him my brother.
Yeah. So like Megatron has a brother. How about that? Like Prime and Ultra Magnus. It's a shaky cam because he's just too darn big. I repainted the eyes, and I feel once this helmet was painted, and I put the head on a peg. Drilled a hole with a Dremel, put it on a peg, and reworked the head. It's kind of loose, but hey, he needs to turn his head, in my opinion. Repainted the eyes, so he actually looks just. I mean, look at him. He looks just like Megatron from the original G1 show. This symbol comes. My buddy had bought the reissue Megatron gun back when he came out a few years back, and it came with a whole buttload of Decepticon symbols. Slapped that on. And he's got the same painting of the high heat as the other Megatron. And luckily, when I had disassembled this part, the chassis part, he has inside, he had the sound box. I took all that out because it was starting to short out anyways. It was really junk. And I gave him Metroplex's guns. Megatron comes heavy, or he doesn't come at all. This hole had already existed, and I just stick the cannon in there. And you can also go back on the shoulder. I also drilled 2 holes, one to use Cybertron. I use a lot of pieces from Cybertron Optimus Prime. One for his gun. I mean, if he wants to put this cannon on his back, he can. If he wants to put it on his shoulder, he can. If he wants to put it on his arm, he can. So I gave it a lot of posability. And luckily, when I took the cannon out, it was just some screws. It was mounted. I don't know if you can see the screw. It was mounted in there. That's what mounts it. I think there's 2 of them. Is there another one in there? No, there's only 1 screw. But luckily it had a peg. I don't know why. I guess when they originally intended to utilize this toy, they wanted to maybe consider using the cannon to be able to take off, but it had a peg. And I just filed down all these pieces right here, as you can see, and just slapped it on his shoulder. Okay, here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that hole in his back is where it slid across. I took that bar totally off the cannon, and like I said, I filed it down, and that's where the sound box went. I put the Classics gun on him, but it's way too tiny, but at least it's a little bit more imposing than this long-nosed cannon. And here I attach the, he can lug around his cannon on his back if he wants. So, you know, I was going for, I like multiple options. But yeah, I love this toy. I probably will never get rid of it. Although never say never, he's still a fantastic piece, and the fact that he was one of my first, you know, I've never seen anybody do him like me, so I hope some of the customizers out there, this helps and gives you a few ideas.